So here's where we left off. I have a mood board of different lines, designs, illustrations that I draw inspiration from, and I just got them online. You just look for the flowers that, in my case, I saw in Basing Head. It's like a wild rose. So mine has like 4 petals, but I wanted to represent the 5th petal here. So it's like this, since it's not, it's kind of like I want to put 3 of them here. So it's like one, this would be the one behind the bigger one, and then the third one would be like on the side, maybe like this one, or kind of like, that's what I'm thinking this one would be. So let's keep going. I feel like that circle right there helps me have a guide for later when I do it digitally, of where to put the little dots, because I do know that they have these little dots right here. So like so. So now this would be like not the main one. Oh, I went off for a bit. It's not supposed to be that small. It's supposed to be a little kind of bigger, and then a bunch of dots in here. So that's my process. I think it kind of looks like the real thing. Don't know. And then I'm trying to make these lines not as hard, so I can put the bigger one here. And we already know this is like a bigger circle. So if I'm gonna do 5 petals, and this one's the bigger one, I think the smaller circle in the middle should be there. Now I'm supposed to cover these petals, and I'm gonna try, I don't like that dent. I like them, like, see this dent? I don't like that. I like them like more circled. So let's see. So I decided to show you from another angle, and I like how these two kind of merge, and they look just like on top of each other. So what I'll try and do is same kind of combination, see, like on top of each other. And I like them to be a bit more rounded. And then that would be 5, 1, 2, yeah, kind of like 5 petals. I just have to work more on these details. I feel like this one has to be like equal parts. So like that, and then this one's definitely too big. So I'm just going to try and replicate that, but not really. I don't know. I think the 5th petal, it's supposed to, okay, so I feel like it's okay. They're one on top of each other, but yes, kind of like smaller. And then still they have this little edge, according to this one. So maybe little more. I haven't even done the leaves.
yet. So, okay. So it kind of looks like that one, but not really. Okay. I feel like I've found the shape, just like that one right there. And then just erase some of those tough edges. And then we know that this petal goes underneath that, so this should be colored. But I like that whiteness over there. So what if I make little like strokes like this? But they would be white. Something like that. And then this would be pink. Pink. And then this is another petal, but we should put like the little edge and then those lines, pink. Okay, I'm trying to understand myself what I did. Oh, and by the way, I've had this, wow, since like I was 15 years old. So this was also part of my inspiration because wild roses kind of have a special meaning. And I can't believe I just decided to make this illustration and eventually sell them. So this part is kind of what doesn't make much sense to me, because I feel like, wait, this should be like a bit like going that way, right? Oh, let's see the other side. Okay, yeah, that's kind of okay. So what I'm gonna do is just circles when I'm on clip art, and that way it makes more sense to me. Okay, this, like these little lines, I like for the leaves here. So what I'm gonna do is maybe like put only like 2 and like try and make them, oh, I like a little like greener here, you know, and then lighter. This will be a lighter color, but like deep. Okay, so since the leaves are deep green, I think maybe like a little edge of that deep green with those lines, that would possibly make it like loyal to the original, just real life way that the wild rose is. And I feel like I would like another one there and more leaves here. Well, I think, yeah, more leaves all over. And there. And another one here. Oh, I feel like it needs to be thicker. Yeah. Something like that. And then maybe, does it look like that? I think on this one, the leaves are going on this side, like left and right. So if I do something like this, potentially it looks better, I think. I'm not sure. These need to be a little curved. Okay, that's kind of what I'm thinking. See, these little dots, I like that color. I'm actually gonna maybe just take an eye drop and put it there. But these little dots I feel like look better than just maybe smaller ones like I've done here. I like those lines. So what I'm gonna do is that teeny tiny one here, because it cannot be like same size. So one, and then remember we do one on top of the other, and then there, but these two should go one on top of the other. So this one, probably I'll give it like a little dent or something. Let's try so it doesn't look like 4. Okay, and then, oh, that one could be like that, like as if it was behind it. There, something. And we start doing those dots so they have those little hairs, kind of. And it's like a root, like right in the middle, and it's like yellow, so maybe that should be a different color, like that middle center circle. So the other ones should be like a different type of yellow. So, okay, this is complicated. Okay, so I think I have the shape of the flower, and now I like those leaves, so I think I might just make them a little more straight. And this is like deep green, at least in my head. There's definitely more leaves here, so it's like way more because we have another that should go here, but I think that the other one that goes here should be a bit smaller, like not as tall as that one. And then we go and kind of do the shape. Okay, it's hair and a little thicker, something like. And I do want the midsection, like the stem, is it, to be visible on the illustration. It shouldn't be as thick, but it should be visible, because that's nature. So something like that, and then probably do circles like this, because the circles I feel like would guide me to not go overboard with the flowers, instead of just having that blurry line that I have on this next one. I feel like those details in the flowers would be very helpful. So if I go like this, that's a bit better. Okay, I definitely like how this part on a lot of them is like darker, and the rest, almost like half, is just brighter. So I'm just gonna keep doing the petals. Like this thing needs to be visible. Like they should not be like that perfect either. so far that's my thinking on this, and I feel like I've taken pieces from all of these. And now let's see if I take a picture of this and put it on clip art. Okay, so now I'll show you how I just add the picture that I just took of my illustration and get just like the lines or outlines, however you call it, just there, just so I have a clear reference. I think that would be okay. And I'll just put okay for now, and then it will say extract lines. And then that helps me a lot, if you know what I mean. It's just like I can erase something, adjust something, and then on the rest of the layers add color. So now I can start actually, whoops. Maybe there. There. And then I think so. I think this helps me for the strokes to be even cleaner. And now I think I'm just gonna attempt to do the bigger one. Nope, it's too flat. I think, whoops. I'm not sure why it's not cooperating. There. Whoops. Oh, I'm not sure what it's doing. There and there. Okay. And I feel like this part has to be thinner so that I can correct my mistakes. And then just go here. Okay, so we have all the layers that I've worked on. I work by layers because it's easier to erase any mistakes that you made. So basically, I duplicated one of these. Like, this is the same as this one. So I duplicated the little lines, the little like yellow and orange in the middle, because that's easier. And I wanted to really get the size right. Otherwise, I feel like it wouldn't be as equally harmonious as it is. So next up is the rest of the flowers. Okay, now I have to, I guess, fix this and somewhere there and try and follow the petals that I had drawn before. No, I don't like that thickness. Needs to be a bit more, maybe there, I don't know. So again, these were kind of like the little lines that I had included for the petals. And I'm just trying and make them cleaner. I don't know if you're understanding what that means, but to me, that makes it look better. Just try and do it all in one stroke. That's kind of what I mean. But it doesn't have to be perfect because it's your creation. And I'm just like try and be very precise, but I know that people will like it. No, I like it. If you like it, you're fine. Okay. So hopefully the colors that I want to include help to understand like these little shapes for the petals. So it's like the middle. And I want at least this one to be a bit more visible, just so that people understand that that's how naturally the flower goes on this plant. Okay, I think it's going well. I think maybe a bit more texture. Who knows? Oh no, that one. Okay, has to follow a shape. I feel like when I speak, that's when I mess up. So I'm trying not to speak, but I'm probably breathing very funny. Oh god, see what I'm saying? Now for this one, I want 2 different shades of purple. So maybe not that one, but I think something lighter with little bits and tones of blue. Okay, I think there should be fine. And we're gonna try and do that with this part. Yeah, I think it's going well. Now that I've finished drawing my flowers and the leaves out here, because I feel like these are the most complicated to really structure, I'm just gonna color. And I've already picked out the colors and just take care of the brushes, maybe a little bit there. Just gonna do this. So that part, I'm not sure how I'm gonna connect it. And I definitely have to erase some of those little lines. And I don't know why this is doing this. Okay, that was weird. There. Don't worry, you can definitely correct some things here. Okay. I don't know why this thing's doing that. Okay. Maybe it's... Oh, I don't know. Okay. Okay, I think that one is okay. And this one... Oh my god, why? I don't know why it keeps getting darker. What is going on? I think, yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I don't know why it's in auto. There. Okay, good. Oh no. Just use the thicker brush for the thicker parts. And then reduce it. And I think there would be okay. There. And this is it. It's finally done. I used a total of, I think it was 26 layers. So that's a lot of layers. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you next time.